God created us to do that, to have kids, to multiply. And we put so many constraints on him when we say we're believers, right? We say we're not ready right now. We're not in a position for that. We're not, but he created us that way. So if we stand on his word and we say it's true, we should be fine with that. I know, even at that point, I was young. I didn't, and then that's no excuse. But I'm saying, like, that was an ignorant response to have, no matter how young I was. But I was young and not understanding how life had worked while I was growing up. My grandma, my mom's mom, I think they say she had somewhere in the teens in kids. All her kids grew up. She lost, I think she lost some twins or something like that. But all her kids grew up that were birthed. They grew up. They lived lives. They had kids. She had grandkids. They had jobs. Everything was okay. And that was a time when, it was not a lot of money going around for people of color, or, poverty was truly a thing. Like you had, society basically telling you that you couldn't do anything. And it was just the places that you live, the jobs that were available. It wasn't, there was nothing that you really could do. And I wasn't looking at it like that. My grandma believed in God. God took care of her enough to have my mom and, family and just anybody in that time frame. But I'm just thinking about my grandma and all these kids she had, and to see that they grew up to have kids and it just kept multiplying. And I think about Abraham and all of the, the number of the stars, and those are going to be, your children. It's like, it's going to be fine. That's what I made you for. And it's a beautiful thing. And having, it turned out that wasn't my kid at that time. And that's another reason why I want to thank God. And I know we're talking about, Adam and Eve, but that's another reason why I want to thank God. And I think this is important to take this path down, talking about abortion at this point, because I prayed to God and I asked him for words. And I do want to say that having my own kid and now, and seeing what it's like to raise them and have joy and to love them and have them love you back, I'm glad. Even though it wasn't my kid, I'm glad that didn't happen, because now the real father knows that child, but he gets to experience that kid. And I could have taken that away from him without him even knowing. Now, what if I would have died? That's why it bothered me so much after. Even when I asked for repentance, that's why it bothered me so much after.